Hi everyone, it is the Bachelor Witch back at it again for another video. So I wanted to talk about a deck that I had just got in the mail. It's the Astrology Reading Cards, okay? It says Your Personal Guidance from the Stars by Allison Chester Lambert, and it's illustrated by Robert Crooks. So I got it in like a little bubble mailer, and then it comes shrink wrapped. I'm recording this video again, so just bear with me. But when you open it up, here's what it looks like. I like the color scheme of this. I think it's really pretty. So as you can see, it opens with the flap that's here. The flap is magnetic. Sorry about that. And then you see the name of the deck on the side here. So if you've got it on a bookshelf, you can easily see which decks you have. So when you open it up, it comes like this with the book here. You can take that out, and then the cards are right here. Chiron's normally lying on the top. There's, let me see, 36 cards in this deck. And so you can pull it out like that. And then this does come with this little plasticky coating, not coating, but little like plastic wrap to keep the cards in place. And the cards have different backing with them. So like the planet cards, for example, their backs are blue. The zodiac sign cards, their backs are purple. Okay. And then with the house cards, their backs are green. So these cards, they feel very funny, like they're glossy, but there's also like a residue coming off of them, which I don't quite like. And this is like a personal problem, but I don't like glossy cards because of this very reason here. If I'm trying to do a reading outside in the sun, I like the sun to face me. And I mean, even if I'm sitting with my back towards the sun, I'm not going to cover it all. And then, like, she's blinding. Okay. And then the cardstock is also, like, really, really flimsy, which is easy to fold, which I guess if you have, like, a hard time shuffling, if you've got arthritis, then that also could be a benefit to you. And these cards are quite big. I don't have a ruler on me, but they're kind of that big, so they're about as big as a Sharpie. This doesn't faze me because I have like bigger hands, so like this isn't a problem for me, but just as a heads up, these are nice big cards. House, Jupiter, and Capricorn. Okay, so we can break it down as with the cards. So let's just say if you're working with the houses, it's got like the house up here and then like a little blurb about what it is. If you're working with the zodiac cards, it's got a blurb about the zodiac, the sign, the name, and also the constellation. And if you're working with the planets, it's got a picture of the planet, the name of the planet, the sign, and then a little blurb down there as well, which I do like. I like being able to connect all of that in one place. And these cards are borderless, which I absolutely love. I don't really like cards with borders on them. It's one thing if they've like just borders all around the edge, if they've got like a little blank space at the bottom where they're giving you like a little blurb about the card, then I don't really care about that. But having something all around the card, I just feel like it's very confining. I don't quite like that. Let me see. Oh, and another thing is on the back, some of the cards kind of look almost stressed, I want to say, or distressed, like right there along the edge. Usually that's from like wear and tear with the deck, but I haven't even like used this deck. I've just pulled it out the box and it already looks like that. So I think that's just from whatever was coming down and cutting the card pieces out of like that big cardstock wasn't really all that sharp. And maybe like it's something with the paint finish, it's a little brittle, something like that. Yeah, I can flip through a couple cards here so you can see. These are quite beautiful, honestly. And I'm really excited to use these, I feel like, during fall time. Especially, I'm definitely gonna want to use these. I feel like in fall I'm a lot more intuitive as well. Okay. Yeah, it's a little dark in here. I was gonna record outside, but someone is mowing their lawn on and off. And I didn't want that to interfere with anything that I was saying because it was pretty loud. Yeah, these cards are like really beautiful. I'm really excited to use them, and I think that would be really cool to use them in a reading. So say for instance, if you were going over like someone's houses, for example, and what's, you know, doing like maybe like a year ahead reading or something like that, and you wanted to use these cards as a signifier for the different houses, if you'd like to get like really visual with your spread, stuff like that, these cards are going to be great for that. Yeah, and even if you want to do the same thing with like the zodiac and then the planet sign. Oh, here's Chiron. With the planet signs as well. That would be pretty interesting. I saw one, not one card because they're all pretty, but the one for Taurus, I think is like really is really interesting. Not just because I'm a Taurus, but I just really like the imagery and the way that that came together with like the lush greenery, and then also bringing in like little pieces of abundance there. And then while I'm on it, the 8th house, yeah, this card's really interesting. I'm gonna have to look at this again and do like a reading myself. But yeah, I believe I said everything that I had wanted to. I'll probably do like a more in-depth deck. Ooh, because that's not the right way. I'll do a more in-depth deck spread, like an interview spread, talking about like, you know, what's your strengths and your weaknesses as a deck, what's my strengths and weaknesses, and how can we kind of benefit each other, and what's your energy like, what do you have to show me, stuff like that. But that'll probably be put up maybe next week on my blog. So yeah, I'm super excited for that. I might just head off to the beach and do a couple videos there as well. I hope this salt's not going to mess up my computer, actually. But yeah, this is really cute. The deck box here clearly is also super glossy as well. But yeah, it's great imagery. Overall, I'd say it's a good deck. I would recommend it. I think it is beginner friendly. Oh, and I didn't even go for the guidebook. Okay. So the guidebook here talks about the content, so it just breaks it down. These are like the planets, the zodiac, and the houses, and then it also talks about how to use the cards and how do they work. Those are the ones in the beginning. And what's super cool about this is that the guidebook is actually in color, which is really nice. Sometimes people like they either don't include the cards, or they're in grayscale to probably like save on space and everything like that, or it's a mixture of like some things are in color and then some things aren't. Like the Wildwood Tarot, I think there's a couple of things in there that are color, but most of it's grayscale, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so I mean, even if you don't, if you're going somewhere and like you're tight on space, what you could do is kind of like a bibliomancy thing where you just like open up to a page. You have a question, you open up to a page, and then you can kind of do your reading that way, which is very cool, very interesting. Yeah, the guidebook is, let me see, 96 pages. And like, let me see the last page, and yeah, like the first 2 pages are really the only things that kind of aren't deck related. It's just giving you like the flyleaf, or no, flyleaf is like a dedication page, but yeah, it just gives you the beginning there, and then all of like the publishing info, and then it just dives right into the content. So so far I think it's good. Again, I'll go in depth on my blog and read over the blurbs that are given with each of the cards, and then do that deck interview spread as well. So that's gonna do it for me in this one. I hope you guys gained some insight and understanding from this. If you have any questions, definitely drop them down in the comments below. And until then, I will see you in the next one.